In this week's article, UCI biomedical engineers develop wearable disposable respiration monitor that track the rate and volume of the wearer's respiration. The main goal of this device is to help children with asthma, cystic fibrosis, and others with chronic pulmonary conditions. The information obtained could prevent or warn of an incoming attack. It's interesting that this device was made using the popular children's toy Shrinkadinks. Nowadays, many tests are limited. For example, in this case, the pulmonary function test is difficult to perform and important issues can be missed. So I think technology is supporting healthcare improvements that directly impact people's well-being. Also, I think it's necessary for innovation to connect biomedical researchers and doctors to engineers. I think engineers are likely to collaborate, providing solutions to address these medical needs.
This week I learned about a different type of wearable tech. I've never been really into nanotechnology up until this class. After Dr. or Professor Kind's lecture today, I kind of dived in and did some more research. But what Professor Kind and a bunch of biomedical engineers basically did is they took one of those old toys, I think they're called Shrinky Dinks or something, and they put a sensor on this little toy, and when heated, it keeps its shape up until its original form. So these toys are kept in a normal form and then stretched out so that when you do apply heat, it returns back to its normal form. That's how polymers work. But what intrigued me is this technology. I understand like all these wires pushed her to make this new sensors. It's great and all. Don't get me wrong. I love the direction we're going in. But with this new technology, there has to be some kind of limit. You know, with every wearable tech, it still does record your data. The question does arise, who monitors this data or where does it go? But when will there ever be a time when we're just done? Will there be something out there that will do it all? I see all those sci-fi films where you just sit on the bed and you can just perform surgery right there, or it just gives you all in one. But when will we actually reach that point? When will we be done? At this point, I don't even know. We don't know, and only time can tell.
In February this year, researchers at the University of California, Irvine developed a wearable disposable respiration monitor that provides high-fidelity readings on a continuous basis and is designed to help children with asthma, cystic fibrosis, and chronic pulmonary conditions. So Michelle Kine, a professor of biomedical engineering, came up with this idea when her son was in the neonatal ICU, and despite being hooked up to tons of wires, the devices were able to collect very little data. So she wanted to use the power of 21st century technology in this area of healthcare. So along with graduate students in her lab, she developed a device by using Shrinky Dinks, which is like this children's toy, along with sensors, Bluetooths, and bandages. The sensors collect signals and can be transmitted via Bluetooth such that they can be displayed on a smartphone. Potential use cases of this device could be for asthma patients to be able to wear them on a daily basis and collect breath data such that it can be collected regularly and shared with their doctors for better diagnosis of treatment.
After I read about this week's reading an article about patient engagement in health informatics field, I have some interesting thoughts for it. The first one is the patient engagement is really important for the preventing death and even the future illness. But for the face-to-face interaction between patient and doctor, it will have some limitation for doctor to predict your future illness, and also to remember all your history of illness. But by using the big data and the technology about the patient engagement through the technology and the big data analysis, the patient will be more accurately to know what they will have to do to prevent the future illness. And there are 40% of patients that due to the bad lifestyle or concern or disease include smoking, drugging, and not regular sleeping time. All of this include by it. So if the big data technology tell them how to do to prevent the future illness and what the potential illness they will have, it will be a big success for their life and also save their life.
From the article of this week, I learned about IT platforms can enhance patients' engagement and improve health outcomes, and also a wearable disposable respiration monitor for children designed by UCI. In my opinion, I think the IT platforms can be a method to collect patients' personal information and give feedback to both patients and doctors to help patients have better lives. For example, self-tracking apps can encourage patients to eat medicine on time, do more exercise, and even meet more people to decrease the potential of getting depressed. Also, social media like Twitter or Facebook can help patients get more health information and have a positive attitude to face their illness.